Hello and welcome to our very first attempt at a podcast. And we decided to call it Riot Radio. We might change that later. Yeah. Today we are here with YouTuber TNT is Cools. Subscribe to his channel.
Thanks, man. Okay, I'm gonna drop the formalities.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. So back in 2020, I believe, me and a friend wrote a story called Uncle Joe, and it has 3 parts to it, and so we are gonna be reading it because I barely remember anything about the story, and I'm pretty sure it's horrible because we were really young when we wrote this.
Yeah, didn't you write this back, like...
2020, I was like 5th grade, I believe. I wrote this 5th grade during the pandemic.
Actually, that'd be 6th. Give yourself a bit more credit.
Okay, yeah. Well, it was like the same year. All right, let's start. So, Uncle Joe...
okay, so let's start. The title is in Comic Sans.
Yeah, it's in Comic Sans. I'm sorry. Uncle Joe in the Candy Universe.
Then we have font size 18 Arial for the actual text.
Yeah, this is a Google Doc.
Professionalism at its finest.
Yep. All right. You want to read, or do you want me to read, or you to read, or like go page by page? Each of us.
I'll start at first, and we'll just see how far I go until I need to swap out.
All right.
So it was a normal day in Blarf City for me. Uncle Joe. Whoa! At least I thought. This is getting good. I was just walking down the road when I saw a portal made out of candy. I thought it was something else. I was confused, so I put my hand in it. Then it sucked me in, and I was put into a coma.
Let's go.
I woke up 2 hours later. I saw a house made out of chocolate. I was hungry, so I ate the entire house. A candy the size of me inside. That is. Screamed. I ate him. I saw a big smarty going to school with his friends. All of these candies were the size of me. I secretly followed them to the school. Then I was caught. Who are you? Said a Twizzler. I'm Dum Dum, said Uncle Joe. No, I'm Dum Dum, said the sucker behind him. I got nervous. I'm a really fat whopper, I said. Then the Twizzler let me into the school. Okay. All of the Smarties stared at me, whispering to their friends. Attention, class, said the big Smarty. It might have been the teacher. We are going to learn about Hershey's, she said. That's how you spell Hershey's, all right?
Yeah, why does it say... Oh, it must be because we didn't capitalize it. All right, I'll read the next page. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to sit in the speaking chair, and I will be reading the next page.
I get demoted to the bed.
Yeah, you've been demoted to the bed.
Hold on, let me get on my knee.
All right. Oh, there's your mouse. Why is your mouse so far away from your keyboard?
Okay.
You just have long hands.
Listen, I have a very unique form.
All right. When they are melting on the ground, what do you do? Said the teacher. You eat them, I said.
What? You walk into a school made out of candy. They ask you, what do you do when you see a candy laying on the ground? And you say, eat them? That's cannibalism.
All right. Everyone stared in fright. A Hershey stared at me with an offended look. I think
I'd be staring at me with a bit more than an offended look.
I'm pretty sure Uncle Joe's actually a little racist. Time for the test, yelled the teacher. She passed out edible paper with questions on the paper. I wanted to eat it so bad. On the paper, it asked me things like, how do you twizzle a Twizzler?
Okay, I know you wrote this like 3 years ago. That is so bad.
Or how do cotton candy clouds work?
Good question.
I don't know. How do you twizzle a Twizzler?
You could interpret that so many ways. It's not even funny.
Okay, let's move on. In the end, I ate my test. The teacher got mad and had me sit outside, but when she left, I ran away. I ran into a forest of marshmallow trees with hard chocolate stems. The grass was made of green frosting. Alright. As I ran, the forest came to an end. Then I ran into a town. Then the place was called Yummy's Town. Yummy's Town? That's not a very creative name, I'll admit that. Houses were made of graham crackers, and there was a city hall with a bell made of chocolate and frosting. This isn't even making me hungry. This is like early in the morning.
I'm so yeah, okay.
The place made me drool. Then a marshmallow stepped in it. Gummy worms came out of the ground. I ate them. The ground was dirt cake. I scooped my hand in the dirt and I ate that also.
Okay, so far, Uncle Joe is a terrorist.
Yeah.
He has destroyed multiple schools and made death threats at this point. So, like, the sad thing is, reading this, it's like, the world building, honestly, like, it isn't awful, but it's, like, really brief, but, like, I can at least, like, go, you know what, I could see what the world they were trying, you were trying to build was.
Like a Candyland, kinda. Didn't Candyland have, like, a TV show or something, or a movie?
Yeah, it probably has, just, it was probably not good.
Alright, it's your turn.
I get
we
the
finished the page.
seat.
Yeah, you're in the speaking seat now. Alright, this is where we are.
Yeah, okay.
Right there.
This is gonna be... Oh, but then a little crumb watched me do it. Oh. He sent me to the police, which were Sour Patch... Oh, God. And was accused of cannibalism, which, why would I ever do that? I was sent to jail for the rest of my life. Shut up, Grammarly. The bars were made of black licorice, so I ate my way out. I also ate the other prisoners out. I know you wrote this a few years ago, but you could also just say I ate the other prisoners. You didn't have to put the out there, which were donuts, and escaped. I was now a man. Oh wait, did he eat like the bars so the prisoners could get out?
He ate the bars.
Okay.
He ate the bars to let the prisoners out.
Okay, that makes more sense now. I was now a man on the run, but I had a gang of donuts to help me. I was not worried because the police were playing gobstopper bowling, so I had a few hours to run. So like, here, what is like exact? So there is sentient candy, and then candy that is used as materialistic oddly.
It's really confusing.
Okay. In the meantime, I thought it would be fun to eat at home. Then I was chased by an Oreo with a ruler. But before I knew it, helicopters were heading my way. Oh my god, they got the SWAT team. They were called pretzel choppers because they were made of pretzel. Soon enough, the choppers started shooting candy corn at us. Not to mention, they were alive. One donut got shot. I was losing my donuts. One candy corn went through a donut hole. Ah! We all yelled and feared. I looked behind me. A donut had Coke and Mentos with him. No, I said in fear. Yes, said the donut. He dropped the Mento in. Oh no, I screamed. Boom! The pretzel choppers blew up. We're going down, the choppers yelled. The war was not over yet. The sour swats were chasing us. We will get you, they yelled.
Alright, my turn. The sour swat. That's actually a really good name. I like that. Alright. Look at the sour swat's evil faces. It's scary. I would not buy them at the store on Earth. They started throwing sour watermelon candy grenades at us. Huh. To my surprise, the prisoners were hugging each other in fear. I was lucky Rocky Road Street led to Root Beer Pond. I jumped into the root beer. I was lucky they did not jump in after me because gummy bears started attacking them.
What?
I also had some problems of my own, though. First, I'm all sticky and chocolate logs are moving towards me. What? The logs opened their mouths. They were chocodiles.
Chocodiles.
Yeah, not crocodiles, chocodiles. I was a little worried when it said sticky chocolate logs.
Okay, we don't gotta go.
All
This
right.
is Candy World, remember that?
Yeah, I jumped
It's
out
awesome.
right before they were going to eat me. I escaped to this famous mountain called Cakey Rock. At least it's not named after Elmo.
What?
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, what?
What reference were you trying to make?
I don't get this reference. I don't
Is
get
this
it.
Cakey Rock, like,
At least
a puppet
Cake-
character? Like, who
Cakey
is-
Rock, at least it's not named after Elmo. I don't get it.
It's
What is this
Elmo.
reference? Was this like a
Wait.
personal joke? Or
Okay, like,
inside
so,
joke?
Who are they referring to as Elmo? Like,
The street was busy with rock candy cars and a gas station made of Tootsie Rolls.
that is the worst.
Okay, your turn. Next page.
Give me.
Yeah, you get the chair.
It was crazy. The gas melted dark frosting. I grabbed the hose thingamabob and shoved it in my mouth.
Wow. What? He's drinking
Frosting
gas.
was dripping everywhere. The gas station owner looked at me. I dropped the gas hose. The owner was made of whipped cream. He was shocked. You know you have to pay for that, he said in a shocked voice. Oh, sorry, I said. I threw my money at him. Then I shoved a dollar bill in his face. Keep the change, I said. Then I made a run for it, just in case he'd call the cops on me. I passed the statue of ice cream. Instead of a torch, she held an ice cream cone. She also held a how to make ice cream book. I checked into a hotel. I was in my room, and the pillow was a marsh. Okay, what are the laws in this world?
I don't get the law.
He's getting hunted down by the SWAT, by the police, by the big guys. And he can check into a hotel. Okay. I ate it. The blanket that was fondant. You probably guessed it. I ate that too. If I keep this up, I will probably gain 10 pounds a day. Housekeeping, some candy said. A crunch bar came in. I went under the bed. The sour swats were with her. Are you sure it was him? Said the sour swats. Yes, yelled the crunch bar. Okay, maybe there is some laws.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like they would have stopped him at the door, but you know.
Maybe he wasn't on the news yet. Well, I don't know. He kind of went on a rampage.
He's eating like 8 people.
All right, my turn. Here we go. The mayor came in. Well, said the mayor, we will have to sentence this fugitive to death, said the mayor. The mayor was an ice cream cone with 3 scoops, with whipped cream and a cherry. I thought he was just a weird type of candy, said the crunch bar. I did too, said one of the sour swats, until I looked behind me. I saw the wanted poster, said the crunch bar. Search the room, said the sheriff. That's not how you spell sheriff. Wait, maybe sheriff. It has a C. Well, maybe it's referring to him being like a cherry, like sheriff.
I could see that.
He's around here, said the mayor. They started to search, and they were getting close, so I ate through the floor. He ate through the floor.
That's
Logical. After that, I probably gained 20 pounds after that mess. Soon enough, I was in a parking lot, so I hijacked a car made of frozen caramel. That's a food?
I guess.
How do you... That doesn't make sense.
You know, like those caramel candies? I think you were trying to refer to those, like,
Huh.
because you know the liquid, like not the caramel syrup, but like the caramel sweet. I think that was a new word.
I went on an out-of-control rampage. Don't judge me. Have you ever tried to drive a candy car? the brakes melted. A very fat kid was walking across the street. He may have been a Whopper. I tried to stop, but the brakes melted, so the car didn't stop. That's when the Sour SWAT arrived in big gummy trucks.
Did he just run over a child?
I think he ran over a child. Okay, next. Your turn.
Ugh.
I think we're almost done. Yeah, we're almost done.
The sun was so hot that the car was melting. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait,
how is this city stayed alive? Like, I was gonna be like, oh, maybe it's like freezing cold there, or there just like isn't a sun. The car is melting. How is there an ice cream Statue of Liberty? Half these people would be dead in like an hour. Then a speaker turned on. This is Crunchy News, reporting live. Stay inside your homes now. There is a heat wave, they said. How are the homes gonna survive the heat wave? They said, I saw some sour swats melting. Even that fat kid was melting. The town was turning into a big chocolate glob. And then the news came back on. The melted candy dam is now melting this instant. A huge wave of melted candy water will hit everyone. So run. You told them to stay inside. If they run, they're gonna die. How is this city real? No. Go back up. They said, well, we are all going to die.
Well,
Very
we're all going to
accepting.
die. Oh well.
Soon I heard a large breaking noise. I realized it was the dam breaking. The candy water came rushing down, destroying everything in its path. I heard everyone screaming in fear as the wave washed up on them. It's the end of the town. I saw a giant town being crushed by the wave, then smashed down to bits. Then the wave hit us. Houses fell down. People scooped up and everything. Then the wave comes to me. I got splashed by it. I closed my eyes. 10 minutes later, I see a light. I open my eyes. The sun. My eyes burn. What the? Where am I? I looked around. There is no more candy. I'm back on Earth. Or am I? And I go ask a human. Is this Earth? I ask. Yeah, it is, dummy. He said, yep, it's Earth. I get on my legs and go home. At home, I turn on the TV and I'm glad I'm home. But then I hear a noise. It's not normal. Suddenly, I see a marshmallow on my lap. Hi, dummy, he said. Ah, I said. The end, but not really. Uncle Joe 2 coming soon. It will explain everything.
Okay, well, that's the end of part 1.
Okay, well, let's share our thoughts on part 1 before we get into the rest of them. What the hell did I just read?
That's the only swear word we're gonna say, okay?
We can censor that. Come on. Yeah, I won't go beyond that. But so like there was no. Well, let's be honest for a second.
There was no logic.
There was no continuity there. At first I was like, okay, it's a magical town. Everything has this like ethereal energy to it. And then all of a sudden, a single dam breaks, everyone dies. The world is gone. All it took was one heat wave, and it was an extinction-level event. So, like, how long had this place been survived? There were towns built up. Was this the first heat wave in, like, 80 years? I feel like they would have predicted it before then, but okay. Like, there is so many just mysteries. What?
Well, it did say Uncle Joe 2 will explain everything.
It will explain everything. I don't think it's gonna explain. As someone who has consumed a lot of various forms of media, that a lot of which focus on building up worlds, stuff like that. I'm someone who likes to consume a lot of media that focuses on, building up the world more than telling the story of like a character or something like that. I'm very much so a fan of more fantasy-based environments, seeing stuff that you would not normally be able to see. Mm-hmm. I find that really interesting. So that's how I can say it ain't good.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Part 2 coming
No.
soon. Bye.